In this demonstration, I'll show you how to add a link to a Knowledge Forum note. So we'll go ahead and open up a new note. Now, in a previous tutorial, I explained how to add a file or attachment to a note, and that's using these two icons down here. But these two icons here are used exclusively for files that are on your desktop. If you want to add a link to a page that references a website on the internet, you use this icon here, the Insert and Edit Link icon. And when I click onto that icon, this dialog box will open up, and I can just copy and paste the URL, the address to the website I'd like to link to. Now, when you do that, the same URL will show up in this box directly below, the text to display box. That's totally okay, just leave that there. So you can also choose to create a title. So in addition to the URL, you can also title this website. And the target here, if I access this drop-down window, it will show the options of none or a new window. And this essentially means that when somebody clicks on this link in your note, they'll either be taken to an entirely new window. So you'll have Knowledge Forum in one window and then your new website in another window, or the option for none will simply take them from Knowledge Forum to your website. So this option is not my personal preference because oftentimes you want to stay within Knowledge Forum and also be able to toggle back and forth between the link and your Knowledge Forum community. So I am going to select New Window and click OK. And when I do that, I can see the link show up here. And so now I'm just going to add a title and some content so I can contribute this note. Okay, so I'll go and contribute. And here's my note here. So when I click back into my note, I can see my link right there. And you'll notice that when I scroll over it, the title that I had entered, the Wikipedia article on bees, will show up as a tooltip. So that's the reason for entering a title if you choose to. So when I click onto this link, remember I selected as my target a new window. So I'm taken to an entirely new window. A new tab opens up for me and I can toggle back and forth between Knowledge Forum and this website. So if I don't want to include the explicit URL in the content of my note, but actually embed the link in some existing text that I have, I can do that. And I'll just, to make any changes, I'll go and click Edit. And I'm going to get rid of this long URL. And I want to embed this link within this little phrase here. I will click the Edit and Insert link. Okay, so now what we'll see when the dialog box opens up is that this text display already has some content in it, and this was the phrase that I just highlighted. So these are the words that will become the link to this website. So I will include the URL address here. It's going to show up not as this explicit URL, but as this phrase. And I'm going to leave the title box blank for now, and I'll select New Window. So now we see this link here embedded in this phrase, and I'll click Contribute. And so here's my note here, and if I open it up, I can see my active link, and I can click on it and then be taken over to that new target window. And that's how you add a link to a note in Knowledge Forum.